has been doing wonderfully with other sectors, with Romania and Albania and Kosovo, and it's going. We are glad to say that there is an interest now rising in Spain, again initiated by the Rotary Club of Ramle. So the program is going, and it is very nice, pleasant to hear. So we have Ram, we have Rehab. Rehab, say hello.
Hello, hello to everybody.
Rehab is an excellent teacher from East Jerusalem, from Sheikh Jarrah, and she has been working with us for now, what, 3 years, I think, Rehab?
5 years, 5 years.
5 years already, wow, wow, wow.
Yes,
Time is flying when you're having fun. Okay, so wonderful work, and we've visited her school, and her school is excellent students, girl students that come and visit the facilities. In fact, last time when we had PRI Barry Rassin and we had Vice PRI Babalula visit, he met those students, was very impressed with them, and they were excited to share their experiences. So they have even exposure to high-level Rotarians. Hello, Hannah, that joined us. Hello, Anna.
Hello.
Dorota is here, and we have Vladislav Wojciak. Did I do this right? I made
Wozniak. Vladislav Wozniak.
Director.
And we have Mark, who we know. Good evening, Mark. How are you? And we have Katarzyna, and of course, we have also from Israel, Adi Lak. Adi, I don't see you right now. He probably disconnected for a minute, but we have Adi Lak. Adi Lak is a very experienced project coordinator. And we also have Dr. Amir Barnea, who was with us a minute ago, and he is disconnected now. Maybe he will reconnect in a minute. Amir Barnea is our coach down south in the Negev, in Beersheba, and we have a school planning to join from Beersheba as well. So he is on board, and we have we will have Eyal Segev, who is a coach in the program, and for some reason he has difficulty with his phone right now, so he will have a challenge. But
he's here. He's actually with us. He joined us, Amnon.
Oh,
Eyal is here.
Okay, very good, good. Okay, Eyal, how are you?
Oh, hi, I'm very good. Thank you.
Okay, good. I'm glad to see you. I didn't see everybody, and so so we have okay. So Rehab comes from East Jerusalem, and we have Batul Salman. Say hello, Batul, to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you for the next second time.
Okay, Batul comes from East Jerusalem as well. She is a teacher of science and environment primarily, what we call the Green Network, and she works with us as well. And she is a guide and a coach in Haiti. She also is, or was in the past, a student of Rehab. So Rehab must have done an excellent job, because we have a coach that was a student. So they work in Jerusalem. And we have Adi here that we see now. Adi, you can say hello. Adi, hello. Okay, Adi is an expert on sea-related matters and projects and so forth. So he's very active with activities, including in agriculture and growth and involvement of agriculture with education. So we have one school planned that Adi works with. And Eyal, of course, that you saw before. Eyal coaches 2 schools from Zichron Yaakov. That they were not able to come here, but they assigned as part of the twinning. And we have Amir Barnea. Amir, you want to open up the camera and say hello? It will take time. Amir takes time to respond, but he will join us in a minute. Dr. Amir Barnea is an expert on agriculture as well, and he works down in the south and guides a school of unique people that need special attention, and they actually at school and working. So, and they're building a big hydroponic system, and they will join. Okay, so this pretty much wraps up, and I wanted to make it very brief. Of course, I'm Amnon Shefim, and I'm the founder of the program, I will now turn the microphone to you people, and maybe Mark, you want to guide the teacher until Marianne drives home safely. And so now we will go through everybody. Please introduce yourself. Maybe we can start maybe with Barbara.
Hello, Barbara. I am from Poland. I am past district governor. I served as a district governor 5 years ago, actually. So this is my first meeting with your project, and I am very interested in what will be going on. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Okay. Next we have Władysław Wozniak. Don't let me break my teeth.
Yes, please.
Good evening.
Wozniak. I believe it is Wozniak.
Wozniak, yes, that's right.
My daughter.
Yes, I am daughter of Władysław Wozniak, and I will be translating today.
Okay.
Welcome.
We have a lot of daughters and sons working on the program. My son is Dr. Tom Sheffy, is a young physician, and he is writing all of our biological content and all that. So this is common to us. We are working with our children.
I am also always very impressed about the cooperation between the school and you. So I am happy to be here.
Very good, excellent, very good. What school do you play in? Ram? Are you in sync? Do you know what school they come from?
This is special school of Łódź.
This,
Poland.
come again?
Special school from Łódź, Poland. Lodz.
Lodge. Just a second.
A lot of special characters.
Yes. Just a second.
Okay,
Wow,
Amir,
that's a
in
tough
the
one.
meantime, we will let Amir introduce himself. Amir,
Could
please
you write down the name
telephone.
of the school, please, on the chat? It'll be easier for me to match the right one because
Okay, of course,
it's
of course I will.
pronounced.
Amir, please raise your
Thank you.
telephone so that we don't see the lights, but we see your face. And open up the microphone and say hello to everybody. You can remove the mask for a minute. Amir? Okay, Amir needs his aids for communication. Amir, can you hear us? Okay, he will hear us in a minute and will join. He needs his hearing aids and he will be with us. Okay, so who is next? Dorota, please.
Me? Hello, everybody. Last time it was two Dorotas. That's why
Right.
You mean me. Hi, I'm Dorota. I'm a gym teacher in a secondary school.
Okay.
And also I'm a supervisor in a student council. And I bring with me today Marianka. Marianka, say hi. And Hania. Marianka is in a first class in secondary school, but Marianka is still in primary school in an 8th class. It's the last class in a primary
it's in 8th class. Yes,
8th class. It means last class in a primary school, but you are in a first class. Marianka in a first class.
In high school.
In a high school, like a secondary school. Yeah.
Okay, so you are taking both classes, 8th grade and 9th grade?
Yeah, because our school is like together. It's a class 7th and 8th.
I'm sure that this is because the school is together and because
Yes.
Marianka is very smart.
Yes.
So after Władysław Wozniak told us about the school he's from, so I managed to take it from the chat, and now I understand which school is it. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to pronounce. So your partnering school is from Jerusalem. It's from Tuba, Jerusalem. That's the name of the school. Batul, do you want to introduce them? Do we have the school personnel here from Tuba? Batul, do you hear us?
I don't see anyone from Umtuba on the screen. Ram, I don't see anyone from Umtuba on the
So
screen.
let's move on. Let's move on. Maybe they'll join us later. Batul told me that they're going to be here today.
We will get to it with Batul, and Batul will introduce them. That's okay. All right, so
Okay.
we know. Okay, so are we in sync with Dorota and Marianka?
So Dorota and Marianka, what school are you from?
We are from
Warsaw. We are from
Warsaw?
Yeah.
What's the name of the school, the full name of the school, and I will try to
Lotników Amerykańskich.
Okay, write it down in the chat.
write it down in the chat. That's
We are,
the best one.
very proud and glad to have 6 schools from Poland and Latvia. But since it took time, we got a big list from Professor Koczynski, and so we have the list now, and we're trying to connect the faces with the people, and it's okay. We're making good progress. So are we okay with Dorota and the school name? Okay.
She's writing it down. She's writing it down right now.
Write it down in the chat. Let me go back to Kasia because we skipped her, and Kasia is sitting there quietly. We didn't forget you. Go ahead, Kasia. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm also from Poland, and I'm a teacher in school in Obrowo. I'm an English teacher, so I'm here to help my friends with the language.
Oh, very good. Very good. You're here. Your presence here as an English teacher will help a lot. It will help your friends. It will help our teeth and our ears. Everything would be perfect. Thank you for joining us. This is perfect. Very good. Okay, now we move on.
Dr. Amnon, please.
Yes.
Mtuba will be with us only for maybe 10 minutes. Lina will join us.
Okay.
So she will introduce her school as soon as possible.
Okay, so when she joined us, let us know and we will listen to her. Umtuba, I will tell everybody, is a school in East Jerusalem again, and they have been working with us for a long time, excelling, and they did something very special in Umtuba. They did a lot of work with the water utility.
Make it a surprise. Lina prepared something to show for the school.
Okay.
So leave all
wait for her to come. We'll wait for Lina to come, and we'll keep the surprise for her. So we're moving onwards to Anna.
Thank you.
Anna from the ICC. Go ahead, Anna. We are listening to you.
You mean me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just, Kasia is from, Kasia Przytarska is from the school we are cooperating with. So I represent Rotary Club of Toruń and ICC Poland, Israel.
Very nice.
Good, very good. Okay, very good. Amir, can you hear us?
Amir?
Okay, maybe Ram, maybe you can turn off Amir's video because let him stabilize.
Yes, I will.
Okay,
I will.
now we are promoting, and now we are done to Anna. Anya, go ahead and tell us about you.
Hi, good evening. Welcome, everyone. It's so nice to see you again. I'm from primary school number 1 in Konstantin Jeziorna, and I'm here with our head teacher, Paulina, and Kasia Kalmus and Anya Jura. And today we brought one of our students, and it's Ignacy. Ignacy is the 8th class student, the last class of primary school. And it's our 3rd meeting already.
Good, very good. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are glad to have you, and it's really a pleasure to have so many schools about Poland. Amir, Ram, are you synchronized and are you okay?
No, I've synchronized with Dorota now. So now I know that Dorota, her school is partnered with Sheikh Jarrah from Jerusalem.
Okay, we will do that later, Amir. Maybe Ram, let's.
No problem. So what's the next school?
Anya,
sorry, it's a kind of a process for me.
Okay, Anya, please write down in the chat the name of the school and your details, so we will be able to connect with the list that we got from Professor Koczynski yesterday, and so we can sync everybody.
All right, I will.
So write down. Okay, very good. So next,
I think Mark has something to say, Amnon.
Yes,
Mark, please
if
go
I
ahead,
may,
Mark.
Ram, to make it a bit easier, because you were having trouble with the name Łódź in Poland. The name Łódź has a funny spelling, but it's actually quite simple. If you think of it in English, it sounds like, would you be happy in Łódź? Would you? Łódź. So Łódź is the name. If you don't look at the Polish spelling, it's quite easy. So
Okay, all right. So
Okay.
while you are
I promise
at
to
it,
try.
okay, very good. You know, it's interesting because yesterday we were learning Romanian, you know, because we had a lot of teachers from Romania. And that was very interesting and probably will apply
Yes.
here too. Apparently, we had a lot of Israelis coming from Romania or their parents from Romania. So we had more Romanians in Israel than from Romania. It was exciting. So, okay, let us proceed. We have Hannah. Hannah, do you want to introduce yourself?
Me?
Yes, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Hannah. I'm in 8th class and I'm here because I'm a artist and I'm doing graphics for our project.
Beautiful, very beautiful. You know, we know that the students in Poland created a wonderful set of pictures, the drawings that they sent us, and we had a whole big collage made of it. This was Marianne's idea, and it came out lovely. So we are very, very pleased with the artistic work. So Anna, thank you very much for joining us. It's going to be a lovely project, and it's always nice to add an artistic aspect to it. Okay. Okay. Amir, you want to open up the camera now and say hello, and we will let Ariela introduce herself. Ariela comes from that school down in the south in Beersheba that I mentioned to you before, and she's here with us. Ariela, you can say hello.
Hello, I'm so excited because of I'm starting art. I'm a teacher in the 10 class in a school in the south of Israel in the Negev. And because we have a problem with the water, we want to check how we work with a little water to be אני מאוד מתרגשת.
Self-sufficient. So they're trying to save water and do some agricultural work with hydroponics, which uses less water. So they're building up
תעזור לי, כי אני ממש נרגשת, ברחו לי כל המילים.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, I will.
Amir, please go ahead. But turn off the camera. Amir, turn on the camera and remove your mic. Go ahead.
The camera is on.
Yes, go ahead, Amir.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Amir.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you, Amir.
Now, you can hear me?
We can hear
Yes.
you. It's okay.
Okay. So, as Ariela said, we're situated in the Negev in Beersheba, and Ariela is a very well respected home teacher, and she is teaching science and technology for high school. And in our program, we are focusing on hydroponic agriculture, in which we can really save a great amount of water, almost 90% of the water which is usually used if you grow in regular conditions in soil. Of course, because the Negev is the hottest part of Israel, we also should find the best plants for that climate, and this is part of our program this year.
Okay,
Thank you very much. And and we hope for a fruitful cooperation.
Very good. Thank you, Amir. Dr. Amir
Okay,
Barnea is
Amnon.
an expert on agriculture and botanics and biology, and in turning that into advanced education. Okay, very good. Thank you, Ariela and Amir.
Amnon, his school also will be partnered with the school that Anna wrote down. Not Ashkelon, not Anna's. So we have two Annas here.
Hannah, please write down the name of the school.
The primary school number 1 in Constantine. So that's going to be partnered with Beersheba, with the Branko Weiss Beersheba.
Ram, you can do the twinning later. Let them introduce themselves so we know who everybody is, and we will do the twinning later. So we know who Hannah is and where
no
she
problem.
comes from. Okay, very good.
Yes.
Now, so we know Ariela, and she comes from Beersheba with Amir, okay, let's continue. We have Bogdan. Bogdan, you want to say hello? Okay, open up the microphone. This is a sign. Maybe you can open up the microphone from him, Ram.
To whom?
All right. Bogdan, go ahead. Bogdan,
okay.
go ahead. We listen to you. All right.
Yes, I'm sorry to be late, first of all.
Don't worry. Go ahead. What school are you coming from?
From Constantine.
Constantine. Okay, Ram, you got that right? From Constantine.
Yes, I believe I did.
And
okay.
That's what Anya also wrote. Anya Rolak, you're from the same school?
Yes, Anya from the same school. She's
okay.
Very good. We're making good progress. All right.
And that two Lithuanian schools from Vilna.
Very good. Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. We are happy to have Vilna as well. Vilna has a lot of Jewish history as well, so we all feel very related. So you are very welcome. Okay. Before we move to Mark, let's continue with the teachers. Barbara, go ahead, Barbara. Open up the camera. Tell us something about you. Barbara, are you with us? Okay, Barbara maybe doesn't hear us. So what we will do now, because we have limited time with Umtuba, and I did see Umtuba with us a minute ago.
Also will told us something about her.
Lina is here, I can see. Okay, Lina, please open up the camera. Lina is a teacher from Umtuba. It's a girls' school. And now we can see Lina. Hello, Lina, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. And you?
Very good, very good. So tell us a little bit about the Umtuba school.
Yes. Good afternoon, good night. I want to talk about our school in East Jerusalem. In East Jerusalem, this is the 5th year in this project with نوع الشتمين بدعت. The voice is good or what? I don't have safe base. Okay. We have 5 projects about water and the quality of water, quantity of water, quality of water. For example, we examine the effect of water, of the effect of temperature and UV on the quality of water on plastic bottles. Another research about the effect of using water saving tools on the daily water consumption in our village. Now we will examine the effect of Corona on the people in our village and the awareness about this we wish a nice and an enrichment research about in this year. We hope we hope that this meeting will be different to and add another ideas, another things for our students, especially in this Corona time.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Lina, wonderful. I never heard you speak English so wonderful. So welcome. The school in Tuba did something very, very unique over the time. They used to work in the past with the water utility of Jerusalem. And this is not trivial, you know, there's tension always and so forth. And they're doing very big projects. But there was a very good connection between the utility. Jerusalem is the biggest city in the country, and the water utility is a very big water utility. And they are the providers of water and wastewater and sewage services to Tuba. Tuba, you know, is a village, very big village, and it's very, you know, it's like a tribe. Like you see, Lina is Lina Abutir. Everybody in Tuba is Abutir, you know, so it's like one big family. And so when the utility came in to introduce the wastewater system, a new sewage system, because they were using the septic tanks before, and there were a lot of questions about how to put it. On one hand, the inhabitants wanted to have the system. On the other hand, you know, no one wanted to have it in his backyard. So there were conflicts, and the utility was very excited about the opportunity to work with the community. So working through the school became an avenue for the utility to work with the people. So utility of Hagichon, the water provider of Jerusalem, who has been supportive of our program for many, many years, here had an opportunity to work with the school. So for 1 year, they worked together on water quality, and the students came to the laboratory of the water provider. Not only the students, but along with them came their parents and the Rotarians from the oldest Rotary Club in Israel, the Rotary Club of Jerusalem. So that was 1 year. And a few years later, they came, the people from the water utility came to the village to meet the students and the
Dr. Amnon, you are on mute.
Amnon, you are muted.
Okay. Am I
There-
okay now?
There you go.
Okay, good. So did you hear me at all, or was I muted all along?
We can hear you.
Okay, good. So bottom line, there is a very interesting connection between Tuba School and Lina as a teacher and the water utility, and we will be able to share this experience with you and to show you how beneficial it is when you make a good connection with the utility. It turns out that the utilities want to help. They want to interact with the schools. We just need to show them how to do it and how to make it relevant to the curricula. So this is the experience that we bring from Jerusalem, and I think it will be interesting for everybody. Lina, thank you very much for joining us. I know you have a challenge with your daughters, so by all means, feel free to leave. Batul will represent you, or you can stay, and we would love to have you here. Okay, let us continue. We have
Only one word about Tuba School. They are the first school from all of East Jerusalem to visit Hamach Shmuel wastewater treatment plant because of their projects and research, quality research. They see that they are so responsible and very good projects with high teach. So they led them to visit this wastewater treatment plant and to pass between all of these tanks and levels from first step to the end step of the water to see how it going on and what the new technology and techniques they are using. So
Very
it's
interesting.
a good challenge for these pupils.
Batul, thank you very much. When did this play take place? When was it?
It's the end of the last year in
Excellent.
July.
Excellent. Very good. You know, see, I'm glad we have people from Poland here so I can hear about the news. I was not aware of it. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Okay, this is very, very exciting. You know, Batul is saying this, quietly and gives you the background for the engineering. This is a very brand new wastewater reclamation facility. It uses membrane technology, very, very advanced. In fact, we will have a virtual reality video clip of a different facility that uses similar technology. So this is very advanced, but there is a subtlety behind it that it is by far more interesting. That with your permission, Batul, I will share it with everybody. Har Homa, a neighborhood that Batul mentions, is one of those settlements in Jerusalem. Not very easy. And it is not trivial to have East Jerusalem students visit that wastewater facility in East Jerusalem in a settlement that is quite debatable. So this is a major achievement that we are able to communicate and cooperate. So this just goes to show you that if we focus on water and focus on things that we need to do together, this is a way to bridge for peace. Batul, I'm very proud of this visit and I didn't know about it. So this is a big excitement and a big surprise. Thank you very much. Okay, so we move on now. Let us see who else do we have from Poland that we did not introduce. How about Paulina? Paulina, you want to say hello? Okay, Paulina. Go ahead, Paulina. Say hello and tell us where you come from.
Are you from Poland?
Oh, Poland, sure. We are glad to know that. What school are you coming from? What city?
Konstancin Jeziorna.
Oh, Konstantin. Okay. Konstantin, we know. So you are a teacher in the school? Paulina, you are a teacher in the school?
Paulina is the head teacher in my school.
Oh, the head teacher, the schoolmaster.
Yes. Yes,
All
the
right.
schoolmaster.
Okay, good. Very good. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. It's really exciting to have you, and this is really a great opportunity. Okay, so what else do we have? We have
one school that joined us from Israel.
yes, I know.
Right now, just now.
I can see we have
You see
Orit
it.
and Dvir. Okay, we'll wait for them for a minute, but let's finish off with the people from Poland. So we have Katarzyna, Jaina?
Katarzyna Lubowicz.
Oh, Lubowicz, all right, go ahead. Go ahead. Katarzyna Lubowicz, go ahead. You can tell us about you. You can open up the camera. Okay.
Okay. I came
Hello.
Hello. I came from Poland, from Obrowo. I'm teaching math and primary school.
Very good. Okay. This is the first time you are with us here, right?
Yes.
You're welcome. Very, very glad. Ram, did you get the name of the school?
Yes, that's from Obrowo. That's Anna's school,
Anna's
right?
school. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Kasia, you're also from Anna's school?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
We've got two Katarzynas from Obrowo.
Yes.
Katarzyna Przytarska and Katarzyna Lubowicz.
Okay, very good. It's
Okay.
good that we have the pictures so we can connect the pictures with the face. We have a recording which we will send you so you can use the recording later on to know who is who. All right. Who else do we have from Poland that we didn't meet yet?
Amnon?
Yeah.
Amnon, you asked Katarzyna Kalmus, and she's also a teacher from my school. So from primary school #1 from Konstancin Jeziorna.
Yes.
And
Okay.
yes, and we brought one of our students, and it's Ignacy. Maybe he would like to introduce himself. It's his first time here today. Ignacy?
Hello. So I'm in eighth grade.
Do you have a camera with you?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Of course. This is my first.
Okay, this is better. Welcome.
this is my first time here, and I'm here just to help my teacher and to present something.
Okay, very good. So you are to help your teacher with English or with the science or with water or with everything?
With presentation, so we could say that with everything.
Okay, very good. What do you know about the program?
It's about reducing water consumption and just saving water. So
Okay, wait a minute, wait, just a minute. Yes, water consumption and saving water, it's a good idea, and we're glad you said that. But we are talking about much more, and it's very important. I'm glad I asked you the question. See, the problem with water is very severe, and just saving water and preventing waste will not be enough. So what we will be dealing with is how do we produce by far more water, and how we reclaim and reuse the water, so that people like Hannah and yourself, in the future where you grow up, you have a future. We want to worry about the resources, where they come from, not just to avoid waste at home, which is also very important, but for instance, to be able to reclaim the wastewater and use it twice. Like we do in Israel, we use it for irrigation. So every water you get home and you use, and most of it goes down the toilet, we then reclaim it and use it again for irrigation. So you get by far more than just saving water when you close the tap, when you brush your teeth, which is also important. But we're doing major things. We are watering and irrigating with ripple irrigation, which is very effective. We are desalinating seawater. So we will tell you all about those things, and we will challenge you by looking at the situation in Poland and seeing what the challenges are and what the potential solutions are. And they will be different from the situation in Israel. The challenges will be different and the solutions will be different. But by focusing your attention to it and showing you how it is done elsewhere, you may be able to devise solutions for Poland, and you are the future of Poland. So therefore, it is important that you are aware of those situations. So we are very glad that you, the young generation, are here. This entire operation of all of us, some of us are grandparents. Mark and myself, of course, are grandparents already by now. And we are here to make sure that our grandchildren has a future. Correct, Mark? Yeah, right. Okay, very good. Okay, so thank you for joining. Okay, now we will go to Orit, our teacher, and Dvir, our coach. Orit, say hello to us.
Hello to you. Hello, everyone. I'm a teacher in Ashkelon, Mekiv Dalet, a science teacher and geography. And hello, everyone. Good evening.
Thank you for joining. Dvir is her coach. Dvir works with HiTeach, and you've seen him before. He is doing the development and all of our Lego and the technology, and he is the teacher in Ashkelon and all around. He is the coach. Dvir, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody. How are you? It's very nice to see you again, some of you, maybe for the first time. I'm the head instructor where it comes to energy and renewable energy and energy with regards to pumping water. And of course, the water energy nexus, which involves creating electricity using thermal energy and water. And we, this year, we'll be focusing on energy efficiency of renewable energy sources. And we'll try to show the relevance and analogy between pumping water and pumping water from wells and other resources, and the energy invested drawing water and pumping water in the plant. Our school has started with analyzing solar panels and wind turbines, and hopefully we'll be getting towards the energy usage and efficiency, so we can share it all with you.
Thank you very much, Dvir. Dvir is a very resourceful fellow, and you'll find him being able to answer every need. And Orit comes from the fourth city school in Ashkelon. They are called by numbers, and they've been working with us for many years doing work in a very interdisciplinary manner on geography, on energy, on water, on sustainability in general, on the social impact of energy resources. Ashkelon is a very major source of energy in Israel, both the import of fuels and the generation of power. So it's a very important city, and we're glad that the schools are joining us and that Orit is here with us. Okay, we have Marianne joining us. Marianne, I'm glad you drove safely and you're now at school. Amir, if you can avoid moving the camera, it is driving us a little crazy. So keep the camera still or turn it off, because otherwise the picture is moving for everybody. Okay, Ram, I think we covered everybody, right? Did we miss anyone?
No, I think we have one more school.
Okay, I just want Eyal to say a few words about Zichron Yaakov, and then Mark, and so we will be done with everybody. Eyal, please say a few words about Zichron Yaakov.
About her school.
Okay, but Eyal, please say hello and say something about Zichron Yaakov.
Hi, everybody. About the schools in Zichron Yaakov, these are two schools. One is a religious school, which is we are dealing with the boys class. Actually, they are this group is containing students from the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. They actually created a group of highly skilled students, and they are doing the program and the project in this form. And their project is focused on pumping water. The other school is a primary school, and it's a group of students of the 7th grade, and their program is dealing also with the pumping and delivering water around their town, which is Zichron Yaakov. It's in the middle of Israel. It's it's one of the oldest Jewish towns in the country, and it's a very interesting town regarding the water issues and the water supply and the sewage treatment organization, which is taking care or responsible for the water supply and the sewage.
Thank you, Eyal. And we have a very good connection with the water utility in Zichron Yaakov. And so this is, אריאלה, את התחלת שיירינג, אולי לא בכוונה, אבל
סליחה.
אריאלה, תבטלי את השיירינג.
כן, אני כבר, סליחה.
Okay, so in Zichron Yaakov we have a very good connection with the water utility, and the head of the water utility comes from the Navy, and so does Eyal and myself, so we have good connections, and they are teaching the students and so forth, so we will tell you about that experience as well. A very good connection with water utilities, and so this is interesting. I think, Batul, you wanted to add something?
No, not to me. Rehab want to add something about all the projects they worked on.
Okay, very good. Rehab, please tell us a little bit about the project that you did. Very interesting, high-level project. Rehab, please go ahead and tell us about your project.
Hello to everybody. I'm Rehab from Abdallah School, high school from East Jerusalem. This is my fifth year in my participation with the Rotary Hands Across Water. I prepared a PowerPoint. I can share this or it's difficult.
Okay, be very quick.
Maybe I can, in short, I will not.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. If you want to share,
I don't have.
It's
You
better.
have. I'm
Better to share.
disabled. You have to. Okay, without because there is some pictures, photos for the
you can
student.
share. Rehab, if you want to share the screen, go ahead and share the screen. So,
Ram,
show
you
us
can.
a couple
Okay,
of
okay,
slides.
now.
The option.
Okay.
Yes, everybody can share now.
Okay. Okay, I want to start from the beginning. Okay, now about the project, this is my fifth year in participation. I would like to, I like to say that it has many goals, and I saw these goals through my students. That what the most important goal is that the students of today is the future researcher, and this is I guess this is the most important thing because we are in a time that we are looking for sustainability and for using the commons. I don't know if you heard about Gareth Hardin and the tragedy of the commons, which talks about the exceeded consumption of commons like water.
Okay.
And
I must stop you because we are very short in time. Why don't you show us a couple of?
I will show you
all
our
of the pictures and tell us about the project.
This is our participation in non-dungeon company. We went through the company and we get explanation about their activities and how they were the pioneers for teaching.
This is an irrigation company, very advanced irrigation. Go ahead. All right.
And about which talks about irrigation and how they improved the way of irrigation by using pressure regulator, and which enables and this is our
very nice. So this is a project they did in school, and they tried to see. This is I will help you Rehab describing. This is the irrigation. The drippers have pressure compensation so that they drip a fixed amount of water independent of the elevation, and they were trying it at school. Very, very nice work, high level research. We provided the drippers and they tried it out. All right, go ahead, Rehab.
Okay, so as
go ahead. Go
okay, this is our second, the other participation in researches which talks about hydroponic and aquaponic way of as a way of alternative way of agriculture.
Go ahead and show us the pictures.
Okay, this is our trials. This is the aquaponic, hydroponic, sorry, and this is the aquaponic, and these are my students making measurements and applying the.
Excellent, Liab. Thank you very much. This is really very interesting.
Okay.
And these are the projects that they did in past years, and now they'll be doing more work. And they are very experienced. And for some reason, Liab said this is the first year. No, she didn't mean the first year. They've been working out for many years. These are the projects they did on the first year. And that's what she meant. Liab, thank you so much. Lovely work. And we are glad that you are here with us. Okay.
Thank you.
We didn't, Maurizio, you want to say hello to us?
Yes, I will. Thank you. It's very nice to see everybody. I'm an architect from Australia who now lives in Poland, and I'm from the Warsaw City Club, which is in the center of Warsaw and in the center of Poland. I am working on another environmental project, which is to do with water, wind, and the sun, and I sent information about this to Shlomo just this afternoon. I hope he can share it with you. I wanted to mention that this month, our Rotary International president, Holger Knack, has started a new campaign because I'm also a public image coordinator for Zone 18, which covers Northeastern Europe. Now, Holger Knack has started a new campaign which is called I Fix the Planet. And I encourage you to have a look at this website, which Shlomo will hopefully pass on to you, the link to the website. It's important because he's looking for people to send short videos up to 100 seconds, so just over 1.5 minutes, about your environmental sustainability projects. And he will run a competition about this for the next 2 months still. And it'd be very worthwhile for you to submit something on your topic, because I think it's groundbreaking material. It'll show how Rotary unites across the world, how people work together across the globe because we are all Rotarians. So please read about the project on this website, I Fix the Planet Challenge, and it will be reviewed at the end of March, and there'll be prizes awarded, and it'll give great publicity both to your project and to Rotary as a whole.
Thank you very much, Mark. This is a lovely hint, and we will certainly follow up on that. Shlomo, please send us the information, and thank you, Mark, for sending it over. I think we left Mauritz Wojcinska. Please say hello to us.
Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I am the member of Rotary Club in Łódź, and I am a journalist and TV producer and the producer of Earth Festival in Poland. And thinking about this festival, we were talking to Jurek, Jerzy, Marian Korczyński about, in my opinion, a very interesting proposal for you, for our students participating in this project. Maybe later, or maybe during our next meeting, I will show some pictures and some slides about this proposal. I think it will be interesting for you.
Very good. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, Marianne told us about the school, and we will be delighted to know. I understand they have some system of collecting water from ice, and they use this for education. Excellent idea. And we understand it's a special needs school, and we have some schools like this as well. Adi, are you with us? Adi, can you open up the camera? And Adi, can you tell us a little about what you do with hydrophonic, with the special education children at your school? Because I think this is what they are referring to in Lodz, and this may be a good connection. So please tell us about it. Open up your microphone, Adi.
I think you speak better than me, than told them what happened.
Okay, so I will speak for you. So this is a very special school. Adi is a very special person. He manages to turn me into his speaker, but that's okay. And they have a very special arrangement in school with hydroponics and growth, and a little yard with growth and agriculture of very special nature, which they use for special education, for special children with special needs and so forth. And I understand that this is the nature of the school in Lodz, so it would be a perfect match, and I think it would be a very enjoyable situation. Adi has a lot of experience with that, working with children like this, and so this could be a lovely opportunity. Okay, Marianne, I think we covered the whole thing, and we will let you say hello to everybody, and then we will proceed because the time is 8 o'clock already, and we have a lot of things to show you, and we want to hear a lot about your project. So we still have a long way to go. Marianne, say good evening to everybody.
Yes, good evening to everyone. Sorry that I was a bit late, but I may say that I was even a few seconds before we started, but I was just with you when I was driving. So I am very glad that we have now cooperating schools for all our partners from Poland and from Lithuania. And I think that thanks to that variety of schools, we can cover more areas which are connected to water. Oh, I am very glad that today was mentioned about the photovoltaic and windmills, because it is also a very good chance for some schools just to have some such generators, such power stations, small, as an example, and to use them for the lessons even. It's a very, very educative. I think that if we go to that direction, so it will be also very, very nice with a connection of a water. water as a reservoir, as a container of an energy as well. So I am very glad that we have so many schools from Poland, from Israel, and also from Romania, from India. I think that they also join similar projects as we have. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Marianne. And because all of this connection came about from the RHAW Club, we cannot proceed without letting Shlomo say a few words and welcome to everybody. Shlomo, אנחנו לא יכולים להתקדם בלי שאתה תגיד מילה או שתיים בעברית או בפולנית או באנגלית, מה שאתה רוצה.
צריכים לדעת אנגלית. Okay. Good evening. I am past president Shlomo Broncher, członek Rotary Ramla, dyskretu 2490. Pracowałem w IAI, Israel Aircraft Industry. Dziękuję bardzo.
Thank you very much, Shlomo. He is very modest, but you know, it's the connection between Shlomo and Professor Korczynski that made up this entire connection. So thank you very much. All the credit goes to you too. Okay, now we have two things we want to do. We want to tell you about the program and the plan going forward, including the matching of the schools. Ram was so excited about it, we hardly stopped him from doing it already. So this is one thing that we will do. And we will tell you a little bit about the schedule, the change, the timing that we will do, and then some instructions as to how we are going to run the graduation event so that you can prepare. And when we are done with that, we would listen to your project and see what you did and see if we can help you if you have any questions. So first thing is the event and the graduation. We said that we are planning to do it on the 22nd of March, which is the International Water Day. Now, we have very, very many schools and very many cooperation in Israel and so forth. So we will make a first run on the 17th of March, because the 22nd of March is also a vacation day in Israel. So we will have on the 17th a run of all the graduation event, all the projects, and we will have a website that students will be able to present posters and a video clip about the work, and will be there for an interview. And everybody will be able to walk around in the exhibition. It will be like a virtual exhibition. So everybody can walk around. There will be a time where you will be available in your virtual Zoom meeting. So people will come, knock on your door, and will want to hear about your project. And so it's going to be a very nice virtual event. So that's number one. This will be held on the 17th. It's a Wednesday, the 17th. And so all the work and everything has to be prepared before that. And then on the 22nd, we will also have a voluntary selected high-level project presented to the world because it's the International Water Day. So this is in terms of the timing. Now, in terms of the preparation, we will tell you what the twinning schools are, but it is very important that you prepare a package of your work that is presented in the website, in the virtual website, that will include a product like a poster or a presentation and a video clip, a short video clip, and you send these to us, to your coaches. There will be a coordinating coach, and we will upload it to the website, and you will be assigned a time slot where people will come to visit you. So these have to be prepared and finished so towards the end of February or maybe the first week of March. And then we will also do the twinning impact. So I will turn over the floor to Ram to make a short presentation about the timing and about the process and about content that we prepared for you with instructions that will be uploaded to the website so that you can have it, so you don't have to worry about writing down things now. There will be a presentation that you will receive and that will be on the Google Drive. Ram, please Yours, the speaker.
Do you want me to go through the? Do you want me to try and go through the twinning schools, the partnering schools now, or should we just send it later on?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I will try to at least. From what I understood from our conversation, we have Obrovo Primary School. We have Anna here, right? And Katarzyna and Kasia. So your partnering school is Ashkelon, is Mekif, the fourth Mekif in fourth public school in Ashkelon. They are also here. We met them. Orit, wave your hand. Okay. You don't have to write anything. We're gonna send you a link to a to a file containing all the needed information of your partnering school and also of your coach.
And Dvir from Ashkelon say hello. Dvir say hello, and you know these
everybody.
Are from Ashkelon. And
Dvir is going to be the coach.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Okay. So next we have Vladislav Wozniak. Your school. So your partnering school is Tuba from Jerusalem. Tuba, we still have them here?
Yes, she just logged in. So Lina say hello and Batul say hello.
Yeah.
Okay. And Batul will be the focal point. Batul is the coach and she will be the coordinator of this twinning. Okay?
Okay.
Excellent. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Lina. Perfect. Very good. Okay.
We have now we have the school of Anya and Bogdan and Polina. And I hope I didn't, and Katarzyna, also Kalmus. I hope I pronounced it right. So you are partnered with Brankovice from Beersheba, Israel, the city of Beersheba,
so
the school of Brankovice.
Ariela say hello.
Hello.
And, Anya, okay. And Amir, you can open up the camera again and say hello. And so this is the team. And Amir will be the coordinator of this twinning school. And you will have his details and send him the information. Ask him questions. He will be the coordinator for the activity. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Ram, you can.
Dorota and Hannah. So you will be partnered with.
Marianka.
And Marianka, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Dorota, Marianka, and Hannah. You're going to be partnered with the school from Jerusalem, Sheikh Jarrah in Jerusalem. Rihab, say hello. This is also going to be mentored by Batul. She's going to be the coach from High Teach.
Okay, Batul, you're going to be very busy. You have 2 twins, so you have 4 children altogether. This is very easy for Batul because she has 4 daughters, so she knows how to do this easily.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we have another school. I'm not sure if they're here. Marianne, maybe you can help with that. Zaimenus Gymnasia. Do we have them here?
Gymnasium.
Gymnasium.
School. Gymnasium is a secondary school.
Okay. So they are partnered with Zichron Yaakov, Nili. They are not here, but we will make sure that you have their contacts. They're going to be mentored by with Eyal Segev
Eyal
here.
is waving hello, and Eyal will be the pivot for this connection. So we have 2 schools in Zichron, and so this is 1 school in Poland. Who is the second one?
So we have a gymnasium. That's what I just said, and we have Zaimenos. I hope I pronounced it right. Zaimenos. Well, you know what? I'll just write it down. You will have it in the file, and it's going to be covered. I believe so. Now, because we're not very short in time, I'm going to start the presentation. Okay, Amnon?
Very good, excellent.
Okay.
But maybe one minute before you continue, I want to approach the young generation, Hannah and
Marianka.
Yes, Hannah and Evgeny Gensi and
Ignacy.
Okay, right. So who do I miss? And we have 3 young students.
We have Hannah, Marianka, and we have
Marianka, right, Marianka. Okay, so
Ignacy. Yeah.
This is for you, you know, all us old people here and teachers, you are the reason for the party. So how does this whole thing look to you? What do you think about the idea? Marianka.
Yes, this idea is very important and great. I think that is
very nice that we are doing this together.
Thank you very much. Okay, remember, Mariana, this is an idea for you. So we have all kinds of thoughts and we will help and develop it. But you need to guide us. You need to tell us whether we're doing things right, whether we should do it differently, what should we do, because this should be interesting for you. We are serving your purpose and we can give you a lot of experience, but the truth of the matter is that you are the future. So we are here working for you guys, and remember that. So you are in the driver's seat. So what does Hannah think?
Actually, I'm very excited because for me it's something new, and also I can do something in it, and just I feel very excited and I'm happy.
Good, very good, very good. Again, see, what do you think?
I think like almost the same. So I'm very excited to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to what.
Thank you very much. Your English is perfect. Guys, you are excellent. Your English is perfect. You will find that the Israeli students also speak good English. And so I think it will be a lot of fun. Okay, very good. Ram, the floor is yours. You can make the presentation. Thank you, guys, for sharing the students' ideas with us.
Okay, so I'm going to go through this presentation briefly because we don't have a lot of time and it's getting late. Please stop me if you have questions or if I am going too fast. So this presentation, do you see my screen? Do you see my shared screen? Okay, great. So this presentation is for you to have some guidelines and information regarding the rest of the project and what's going to be our next steps. So I'm going to run through the first slides because that's already the stages we already went through and we have accomplished them. That's contacting the relevant schools both in Poland and in Israel, and schedule guidelines, meetings, and introduction, introducing you with the English contents that we have. So we went through, we had a lot of meetings with you. That's not the first one. We have also English materials, and we will also have all in this slideshow that you can find on the content folder that we sent you. You're going to find also links for the experiments that we've shoot on video, and so you can have examples for experiments that you can do online and in school. Just a second. Okay. We started the twinning collaboration during these days. Actually, yesterday was the first one with Romania. Now we have the second one with you, with Poland. So now we're doing a twinning collaboration. Each school in Poland is going to have a partnering, so at least one partnering school from Israel and a designated coach from High Teach, and that's what we just did with Amnon. He presented everybody. And you're going to have a link that we're going to send you by email with the specific details, so you don't have to remember the details right now. Me and Amnon are going to be supervising the entire process until the end, until the graduation ceremony. And we are going to be the ones scheduling the meetings in the near future. So that's what we did so far, and then until today. What's going to happen next is, so in the next couple of weeks, we aim for you to finalize your research projects. And we know that's a tough schedule, and we know that that's a COVID-19 situation and it's hard. But what we aim for you to do basically is to finalize your project, whether if it's not really finalized and it's not completely done. We still want you to have a product, a final product, because the main issue here is the collaboration between schools. It's not if you finished all of your research questions and you got all the findings you need for the scientific poster. So what we want you to do is finalize your project and prepare, whether if it's a presentation, a slideshow, a poster, or a short video clip, or any mixture of any either of those. Please do English proofing, whether if it's by using your English teacher and getting her to help you, or whether if it's by using one of our coaches' help for English proofing. Now, English is not the main issue in our project, but we do want it to be presentable. Once you finalize your project and you summarize and you wrap it up in a certain product, whether if it's a presentation or a poster, we exchange these products and you send it to your partnering school and they will send theirs to you. And that's going to be the end of this stage. And once you get these products, and I will show an example for such a product soon, then you start the next stage. And the next stage is one of the most important stages here in this process, in this learning process, basically. And that's the report and feedback. So what you do is you get your students to learn about the project from the partnering school, to learn about the problems of other countries in this manner. It's either Israel or Poland. And you learn about the motivation of the project, about the methods and results, and you really study and learn what they did. And what we want you to do is give them a certain feedback. Write down a short, very concise feedback, a kind of a review to what they did. And they're going to do the same thing with what you did, what you sent them. Okay? So I'll analyze it and write a report for your twinning pilot school. And exchange this feedback. Once you finalize this report, you send it back to the twinning school, they get it, and then you do another process of learning. You get feedback, what they wrote about your project, and you try to do adjustments and revise your project according to the comments that you got from the students from your partnering school. Okay, next, once we do that, we establish we schedule another meeting, another joint meeting, and that's going to be with the presence of also the students from the different schools. I'm supposed to do it for each school separately, not for the entire country. But the main issue is that the students are going to be present in this meeting. They are going to present their findings, and they are going to present their poster clip, and that's going to be their first try, their first experience in presenting them in front of live audience from a different country, because the next time they're going to do it, it's going to be in the final event, and we want it to be as much as ready as we can. The graduation, as Amnon mentioned, we changed the date. It's going to be on the 17th and not on the 22nd. We do have something on the 22nd planned for you. That's the International Water Day, and we're going to have something there. But the final event is going to be on the 17th. So beforehand, about a week beforehand, we want you to upload your materials, your project, your products, whether if it's your poster or presentations or video clips, to the designated website that we established for the final event, especially for the final event. So make sure you have that. You are going to get the schedules for this final event, and that what I mean by that is that during this event, you're going to have a certain time window during which your students will be able to present their work, but on the rest of the time, they're going to have enough time to look around for other schools' projects, so they can also look around and learn from others. A few short guidelines for how to produce your project product. Let's do it with an example. So this is an example, and you have it also in the Google Drive folder that you are linked to, and we're going to send it again. So that's an example for the poster that you're going to have. That's what you're going to use with the same logos and everything. And what you're going to do is basically you just replace the text. Now, this is not a good example for a poster, just because there's way too much text. Try to reduce the text. What we want you to do is to see how it looks arbitrarily, I guess. But we have the same sections, and that's what you're going to have. That's the important part. We have the name of the schools and the detail of the schools. We have the symbol of the school and the partnering school. And the main issues are the introduction. And here, we're not talking about an academic scientific poster. So basically, we want to hear about the students' motivation for the project, for why they chose this project. And that's going to be the main issue in the introduction. And also, if you have any scientific background that you want to add, very briefly and concisely. Next, we're going to have the research question, your hypothesis, if you have so, and methods. Okay, and that's an important thing to have, so we can see what you planned to do, how did it go, what were your findings. Now here, regarding the findings and also the methods, try to use less text and more figures and graphs. It's going to be more visual. It's going to be easier to understand, and that's another. That's also complex to present. So that's another challenge for the students, both to produce it and to know how to present graphs and figures. Lastly, we have the discussion part. And in the discussion, we aim for you to try and think about what your conclusions are, but not just your conclusions, but also maybe finalize some recommendations, whether if it's for your community, for your school, for your class, what you learned from this project and how you want to implement it to improve your life. Because that is basically what we're doing here. We want to improve our world. So we want to have a certain discussion here. Don't forget acknowledgements. Whether if you have contacts and you contacted, whether if it's the local water utilities, academia, water factories or industry, whatever it is, that's where you say thank you. Also, you cite and you name the Rotary Club that supported you, and the name of the teacher and the name of the students that participated. That's how it looks. Now you can do it in a poster, as you see here, but you can also do it in a presentation. But whether if you do it in a poster or a presentation, the same sections will stay. So you will have a slide for introduction and a slide for a research question. It's going to be the same. Okay, those are the main important parts in this product. That is what you send to the partnering school. So think of a way to present your work in a way that is concise, but still that someone else that is reading it can really understand deeply what you did. Another important thing is the review guidelines. How do you prepare a review that is constructive to your partnering school? So what did we learn during this exchange of knowledge? Are the water challenges in Israel and Poland the same when you learn about their project? What are the different implementations and value of what you did, of the STEAM projects that you did? How well did you overcome the coronavirus challenges with regarding to the learning system? And so on and so forth. And you have all these guidelines here. Try to focus on these guidelines and to build something that is very concise. So it should be not more than a one-pager. Okay, of course in English, of course with proofing, and again you can use our help or as a project with the English teacher. Amir, please mute. Okay, timelines, and that's the important thing here. So let's go from the end. So we have the graduation on the 17th, and that means that we want the product delivery, that you upload the materials for presenting your project to the website. You should be uploading it on the first week of March. That's not in too long. You don't have a lot of time for that, and that means that we have to finalize everything by the end of February. So feedback and exchange should be on the first week of March also, and the exchange of products should be by the end of February. Okay, and of course that if we are looking at the schedules, so the product preparation should start now and end by the end of February. So I think we got everything covered. Do we have any questions, any comments? Of course, I will be available also on email and telephone and WhatsApp and whatever you need.
Okay, Ram, thank you very much. I think it was very concise and simple. Not everybody can understand everything in a short time, but you will have those presentations and you can go over them and ask further questions and communicate with us. So you will have Ram, you will have the email of myself and of course Marianne. Professor Korczynski, and of course, of the coaches that are assigned to every 2 schools. And remember, in the analysis and in the review, we have a few issues, a few goals. One is to really learn about water and a few of the challenges and solutions, but we want to actually see and evaluate the value of our pilot, because remember, together, all of us, I think when we're all done, all the people that are involved in the program, we have something to the tune of about 50 to 100 people, teachers and Rotarians and from all the countries in the world. And of course, with the students, it's more like 500. So we're doing a big experiment here together to see whether we can jointly help the youngsters in the future. So it's a big experiment. And we want your feedback as to, was this effective? We probably made a few mistakes that we can do better next time. Probably a few things were right, which we want to emphasize. So when you review the work, don't just focus on the amount of water that was saved or the quality of water. This is very important, but it is not the only important thing. The big experiment that we're doing together, which is real experiment. This is not just a teaching experiment like we do in the lab. This is a real scientific social experiment to try to work with all the world together. And we probably made mistakes. This is the first time we do it. So we don't mind if we make mistakes, so long as we know about it and we can improve for next time. Or if we did something right, like considering what the young generation think, what the students think, and so forth, that is also something that's worth mentioning. So when you do a review of the work and of your cooperation, think about this entire project as an experiment and tell us what you think about it. If we do this right and we think this is successful, of course, we can expand it into the world and do all the schools or many more schools in Poland, not just 6, maybe 60, and so forth in more countries. If we are not doing well, then maybe we will not proceed. But I'm sure that together we can make it successful. But remember, this is the key question. How good is this program? And by the way, this is also what the Rotary wants to learn. The Rotary Foundation that is helping us funding the program wants to know what the impact of the program is. So you need to look at that and tell us what you think. So with that, I would conclude by saying thank you very much on behalf of the Haifa Rotary Club, the host club, and the Water and Sanitation Committee in Israel, and the ICC Israel Poland, and Professor Korczynski and the District of Poland, and all the Rotary Clubs of Poland. Thank you so much for participating, and we are looking forward to see your work. Now, if there's anyone that has any challenge or any question with their work, please, yes, go ahead, Anna, please. Go ahead.
There are 3 elements, presentation, poster, and video clip, which are obligatory, which are optional.
Well, nothing is obligatory. You know, you can stay out and not present anything, but you really want to do something. So number 1, most probably the poster is the easiest and most pronounced. Now, you also want to make a video clip of the students presenting the work and the poster. So these 2 are important. A report is optional, a presentation is optional. The poster and the video clip are, you know, not mandatory, but they really are. Otherwise, there will be a void in the website.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. Okay, any more questions? Very good. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. This is 8:30 almost, 1.5 hours. You were doing very well, very patient. And so we are thankful for that. Take care, and we will see you next time. We didn't decide on next time. Marianne, you want to suggest maybe we meet in 2 weeks' time because we don't have too many weeks spare? Maybe we will coordinate something in 2 weeks?
I think that's a good idea, but 2 weeks' time, it is just enough.
Very good.
Prepare.
So next time when we meet, we will expect to see more products and so forth. And we would hope that before that, you will have an engagement directly one-on-one with your teacher and your collaborating teachers, and have some exchange. And so we will be ready for March for the graduation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Take care and good night.
Thank you for
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye.
Thank you all.
See you in 2 weeks' time.